Hi, I'm Ashley, and in this video I'm going to walk you through what voice coaching lessons with me are like, my methods, who I am, what my training is, and also my fees and how to get started. Now, voice coaching is really for anybody who opens their mouth and speaks and is in some way questioning whether their voice really represents them in the way that they feel it could. This is not to do with accent, all right? So I do offer accent reduction classes for those of you who want to soften or modify your accent towards a standard Southern British English accent. You can find that in the services tab above if you are on my website. If you're not, it's in the description. There's a link in the description below. And it's also not necessarily for clarity of speech. I do work on articulation in voice coaching, but if you're interested in really making sure that your words land on your listener, that you're articulating your thoughts really clearly, that's more to do with elocution lessons. And again, if you're on my website, there's a link in the services tab above. If not, there'll be a link in the description below. So voice coaching is really about the practical experience of your voice. So for example, we would work on grounding yourself through your feet. We would talk about and work on breathing, diaphragmatic breathing right the way down to your pelvic floor, finding space in your ribs. Would talk about finding space through what I call the channel, which is the journey of the voice from inside to out, developing more balanced resonance and more depth and more range in your voice. Also releasing unwanted physical tension, so whether that's in your belly or your shoulders or your throat or even your jaw or your tongue or your lips or your soft palate. So letting go of that tension can then really make the voice manifest in a much fuller and freer way. And we'll also think a little bit about articulation. So making sure that the articulators are nimble and that they're able to be responsive to the thoughts that you're trying to communicate. Now, I am a fully trained voice coach. I trained on a master's in voice studies at the Royal Central School of Speech and Drama. That was back in 2007. And ever since, I've been working with individuals and teams from organizations and businesses like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, PayPal, etc., etc. And what I believe in is that everybody has the ability to speak clearly and confidently, and that everybody has the right to be heard, and also that whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve if you have the right guidance. So the way we start with one another is to have a one-to-one coaching session. Sessions are 50 minutes long. That's either online, on a platform that works for you, or it's face-to-face. I'm based in Stroud in Gloucestershire, so you'd have to come to me if you wanted to work face-to-face. And then we, in that session, clarify your objectives and your goals, and then we start the coaching. So by the end of that first session, you've got a sense of how I work and whether I'm the right coach to be working with you. If you decide to continue, then we continue to work either on a one-to-one or session-by-session basis, or you can book a block of 5 sessions and the fee gets reduced a little bit. So talking about fees, it's very, very simple. I charge £94 per session. Sessions of 50 minutes. Or you can reduce that by a little to £89 per session by paying for a block of 5 sessions, which you don't have to book all at once. You can schedule them whenever you like. But if you pay for them as a block, which is £445, it reduces the session fee to £89 per session. And I usually recommend that people see me once every 2 weeks. Some people see me weekly, some people see me monthly. It really depends on your schedule and your availability. There is also something to be said for seeing me once every 2 weeks or once every month, because it gives you time to practice. If you'd like to take the next step, then if you're on my website, scroll down and complete an inquiry form, or head to the top right-hand corner where you'll see a contact tab. If you're not on my website, then there'll be a link in the description below. So I really hope that we get to work with one another.